The 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 is back, and it's fiercer than ever. A motorcycle that has always stood for raw muscle and unapologetic power, the new VMAX takes that DNA and injects it with modern technology, refined design, and an updated V4 engine that continues to defy expectations. From the very first glance at the side profile, the bike immediately projects dominance. The muscular fuel tank sculpted to perfection flows seamlessly into the seat, creating a silhouette that looks ready to pounce. The wide, beefy tires and blacked-out components give it an aggressive road presence that's unmistakably VMAX, yet somehow more refined and futuristic. Looking at it from the side, you can appreciate the compact but brutal frame of the VMAX. The bike retains its signature low-slung look, with the engine and exhaust layout crafted to make the power plant the star of the show. The V4 engine remains visually imposing, sitting at the heart of the chassis like a caged beast. Yamaha has added subtle but premium upgrades along the panels, introducing brushed aluminum accents and enhanced venting structures that improve cooling while looking menacing. The air scoops have been refined to serve both function and flair, visually echoing the legendary 1985 original, but with a modernized feel. As you transition to the back of the bike, the design takes on an even more aggressive tone. The rear fender is minimalistic but sharp, exposing a thick rear tire that anchors the VMAX to the road with a bold stance. Integrated LED taillights wrap tightly under the tail section, giving it a clean but high-tech glow when lit. A redesigned dual exhaust system exits cleanly on both sides, finished in matte titanium with laser-etched VMAX logos, giving the rear profile a balanced, symmetrical, and unmistakably modern appearance. The turn signals are now seamlessly embedded into the tail design, making them nearly invisible when off and stunningly bright when activated. Despite being a muscle bike, Yamaha has taken the rider's environment seriously. The so-called interior of the VMAX, namely the cockpit and controls, has received significant attention. A fully digital TFT display replaces the older analog-digital combo, and it's both sleek and functionally robust. Riders can toggle between modes, access GPS-integrated navigation, check performance diagnostics, and even pair their smartphones via Bluetooth. The switchgear on the handlebars has been redesigned for better ergonomics and tactile response. Everything feels crisp and intuitive, with backlit buttons making nighttime riding a breeze. The seat, though performance-oriented, has been subtly redesigned for more comfort during long hauls, using premium materials with contrasting stitching. There's also improved insulation between the seat and engine bay, significantly reducing heat transfer, a common complaint on older models. When it comes to performance, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 absolutely roars to life. The legendary 1.679cc liquid-cooled V4 engine has received a host of updates, including improved fuel mapping, variable valve timing, and a lighter crankshaft. The end result is a smoother but more explosive power delivery. Yamaha claims a power output of around 200 horsepower and 123 pounds-feet of torque, and when you twist the throttle, those numbers are not just felt, they're heard and lived. The acceleration is brutally linear, with a 0-60 miles per hour time under 2.8 seconds. Launch control, traction control, and wheelie control all come standard, offering some mercy to the less experienced rider. Handling has also seen a solid upgrade. The chassis uses Yamaha's latest hybrid aluminum frame tech, increasing torsional rigidity while reducing weight. Upgraded suspension components from Öhlins make their debut, featuring full adjustability and electronically controlled damping. This translates to a ride that's firm when pushed but surprisingly forgiving on rougher streets. Braking is handled by Brembo with dual front rotors and a rear disc, all tied into a linked ABS system that intelligently distributes braking pressure based on riding conditions. Cornering ABS and lean-sensitive traction control further enhance the safety and thrill of each ride. On the road, the VMAX feels like nothing else. It doesn't just cruise, it surges. It's not designed for tight canyon carving, yet it handles better than it has any right to given its weight and power. Yamaha has also worked on heat management and noise insulation, making this VMAX the quietest and most refined ride yet until you open it up, and the V4 screams with a rawness that will make any gearhead smile. Fuel economy has slightly improved, thanks to revised fuel mapping and a more efficient intake system. While still not a mileage king, the new VMAX does manage a respectable average of 35 miles per gallon, depending on how you ride. The fuel tank holds just under 4 gallons, which should give you a range of about 120 to 140 miles on a single tank under mixed conditions. In terms of pricing, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 is definitely a premium machine. The base model starts around $22,999, but fully loaded variants with additional tech upgrades, custom paint options, and performance accessories can easily push the price to over $26,000. This puts it firmly in the high-performance, luxury muscle cruiser category, but considering the iconic status of the VMAX and the extensive upgrades for this generation, the price feels justified. Yamaha is also offering the limited Black Phantom edition with carbon fiber panels, red accented stitching, and a performance-tuned EQ, priced at just over $28,000, aimed at collectors and hardcore enthusiasts. The 2025 VMAX V4 doesn't try to be something it's not. It's not a sport bike. It's not a cruiser in the traditional sense. It's a statement on wheels and engineering flex wrapped in muscle and metal. Yamaha knows its audience, and it has delivered a machine that is equal parts legacy and innovation. Whether you're a longtime VMAX fan or someone discovering the name for the first time, this bike offers an unmatched combination of visceral thrill, bold design, and technological refinement. It's the kind of machine that demands respect both from its rider and from anyone who hears it thunder past. It turns heads not with flamboyance, but with sheer presence and authority. Ultimately, the 2025 Yamaha VMAX V4 represents the best version of itself. It stays true to its roots while embracing what modern riders expect: power, precision, and presence. It's not for everyone. It doesn't try to be. But for those who crave muscle, style, and a rush of pure adrenaline with every ride, the VMAX V4 doesn't just meet expectations, it obliterates them. Whether you're chasing speed, collecting legends, or simply want a motorcycle that feels like a controlled explosion between your legs, this is the one. The king of muscle bikes is back, and it's louder, faster, and smarter than ever.